There's a moment that changes everything. Not the moment you decide to leave, but the moment you stop trying to stay. You don't wake up one day deciding to become the person everyone whispers about. It doesn't work like that. It's quieter. It's the slow realization that showing up for people has become a one-way street, and you're the only one walking it anymore. Maybe you were the friend who answered calls at 3 a.m., the one who drove across town in bad weather, the one who remembered the small details, how your friend takes their coffee, what their mother said that hurt them, the promotion they were hoping for. You held their stories like they mattered, because they did, to you. But somewhere along the way, you started keeping score. Not because you're petty, because the imbalance became impossible to ignore. You reached out during your crisis. You were met with silence or surface-level sympathy. You needed support, and suddenly everyone was too busy. That's when something shifted. Your brain started asking dangerous questions. If they can disappear when I need them, what makes me think they won't do it again? If they can forget about me that easily, how connected were we really? The psychology is this: you're not broken and you're not being selfish. You're doing the math. People who cut everyone off have usually done the calculus of connection. They've measured how much energy they give versus what they receive. They've counted the invitations they extended that went unanswered. They've noticed who asks about their life and who only talks about themselves. And after years of this accounting, the deficit becomes undeniable. But here's what's important to understand. It rarely starts with a dramatic betrayal. It's death by 1,000 small disappointments. The friend who cancels plans repeatedly. The family member who only calls when they need something. The partner who's present when things are easy, but vanishes when things get hard. There's a pattern beneath the surface, a template that gets repeated so often it becomes predictable. And when you start predicting people's behavior, when you know exactly when someone will let you down, connection stops feeling safe. It feels like Russian roulette. So you retreat, not all at once, but progressively. You stop texting first. You decline invitations. You share less of yourself. You test the waters. Do they reach out? Do they care enough to close the gap you've created? Usually they don't. That tells you what you suspected all along. This defense mechanism often has roots deeper than the adult relationships that triggered it. Maybe you grew up in an environment where emotional needs weren't met, where love came with conditions, where vulnerability was punished rather than held. Your nervous system learned early. People will leave, people will hurt, and the only safe person is yourself. So by the time you're an adult, you've already been primed for abandonment. You're scanning for the exit signs before you even understand why. You're building escape routes instead of bridges. The hardest part isn't the cutting off. It's the loneliness that comes with being right about people. Because you were right, most of them did disappoint you. Most of them couldn't show up the way you needed. Most of them left, just like your nervous system predicted. And now you're alone, but at least you're not alone waiting for someone to prove you wrong. People don't understand this. They see coldness where there's actually self-protection. They interpret distance as rejection when it's actually survival. They tell you that you're the problem, that you give up too easily, that you're too sensitive, too demanding, too much. But what they don't see is that you've already tried. You've already forgiven. You've already given more chances than most people would. You've already bent yourself into shapes designed to fit into spaces that were never built for you. The truth is simpler and sadder. You just finally started believing what people showed you about themselves instead of what you hoped they could become. You stopped being their project and started being your own priority. That's not cold, that's clarity.